calm down. Calm down.
Welcome to Scrub Mode, the podcast that sits at the intersection of gaming and monsters. My name's Julio. This is my little podcast I do with my two buddies here. We'll introduce
Hi, I'm
yourself.
Brian. I'm one of the two little buddies.
And I'm John. I'm proud to be a little buddy.
My little buddy.
Do not be fooled. John is over 7 feet tall.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, he weighs 230 pounds of pure muscle.
The only time I ever
feet.
went for a dunk in my life, I fucked up my ankle so bad it had to be in a stirrup for 6 weeks.
Please
You guys remember
understand that he was
that was
also
really... It was like
playing
one of
under-
my first weeks at high school with you guys.
You were, maybe. I don't remember that,
I
Brian.
don't think
we
I
were
was there
friends
for
at
that
point.
time.
All
I
right.
think we were friends at that
But you have to understand, at high school, we were playing under 1.8 times gravity,
Yeah.
and the floor was made out of adamantium,
Yeah.
which is the only metal that can, really sprain John's ankles.
That's it. It's not like, grass, a little bit of rubber, trampoline.
Yeah, we were playing in the hyperbaric time chamber.
Time was also accelerated. You have to understand, there's a lot of factors that injured John. He's
Yeah.
indestructible otherwise.
You know what else is indestructible, but only in certain stories and religions, and not in D&D?
What?
Well, I guess the spirit Naga can come back 1d6 days later, like a lich. We're talking about. We're gonna start with the Nagas,
Nagas.
and this is one of those
yeah.
episodes I do kind of dread a little bit because there's like a real world version of this monster that is still an active part of many religions and cultures, and
then
I don't want to
there's
be
D&D
rude.
monster.
Yeah.
And then there's like a snake monster.
Yeah.
And if you're into anime,
snake
there's the
monster.
sexy snake monster, and the two to three don't often meet. There's not a lot of overlap, so I'm gonna try to be respectful. Just like with the Angel episodes, drawing attention to a cool thing that isn't part of my culture, without exoticizing it. But it's cool. Naga are cool.
They're cool. They're pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Snake Lady,
And then there's XCOM.
Oh my god, yeah. I forgot about XCOM.
XCOM? I don't think I know
Yeah,
about this.
that's the tactical, it's the war tactical game where you fight against aliens, and one of the aliens are snake people.
The game is really good, but I had I rage quit XCOM 2 twice because on 2 separate missions that were story missions, I randomly got a high level Naga, and they just there was just no winning, and it was a story mission, so it would have ruined everything.
Yeah, they slither in, and then it's all like, ooh, you have like a 95% chance of shooting them, and then they evade.
That's famously XCOM, right? Otherwise, great games, really good games.
Yeah.
XCOM, famous for hitting you with that 2% miss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, XCOM really teaches me that statistics are statistics, right? Like a 95% hit isn't guaranteed.
No.
That 5% miss can and will happen.
Yeah.
Not often, but it will.
It will when it hurts you the most, it feels like. But I know that's... I'm gonna vote save scumming, okay? If I feel like if the game's gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat right back.
That's fair.
I'm gonna strike back with proper cheating.
The worst is when you miss and then they get a crit on the counterattack, and you're like, there goes my full health guy, and 97% of the time should have been a kill. God damn it.
Oh, man.
Anyway, I guess we kind of covered it, but that's your conception of Naga. Snake people.
Snake people.
Sneeple. God, maybe that's what the episode should be titled. Snake People Part 3, but not...
Not really.
Because we've already done... Anyway. So these are, for those that are not familiar, in the real world, this is a snake-like entity that are divine or semi-divine. Usually they're good guys. Almost always in the real world they are good guys. And they're, from Southeast Asian culture, and they play a big part in Hinduism and Buddhism and a lot of other stuff in that region. Until I did this research, I didn't realize how important they were to that part of the world.
So they're like spirits, right?
Yeah, you can kind of, like, I don't know if you remember our Garuda episode where they were like magical bird people when we were talking about the Aarakocra. It's a sort of a similar thing. Like, and we'll get into it, but often the Garuda and the Naga have beef, even though they're both good guys.
Yeah.
I'm gooder than you. No
Yeah.
way.
Wow.
But yeah, they're like, they're the protective deities of, like, the water primarily or underground, depending on the culture. And yeah, they're a lot like dragons in Far East Asian culture, where like lots of bodies of water will have a Naga that you like make prayers to and stuff like that, and they also control the rain and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So in also like they're often associated with the king cobra being like the biggest, scariest cobra, which makes sense.
Biggest,
apparently-
kingiest
Yep,
cobras.
The most kingy. They eat other snakes too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just get one of these creatures that just got a taste of their own.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't fight that.
No.
I mean, I guess that's why they call him king. It's not just the size.
Yeah, there you go.
So, like, because of that, you know, Naga often have, like, cobra hoods, especially in India, and, like, allegedly the Sanskrit word for king cobra is the word for Naga. I'm not sure how much you trust Wikipedia on that one, but there you go.
Right.
Sometimes that's one of the few sources that you can refer to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of, like, reliable stuff I could find in English. Like, it's not like the Jinn, where, like, there are, like, books written on this. You know, I'm sure there are, but they were, like...
And they're, like, incredibly popular in the West.
Yeah. Gaining popularity. Yeah, how long do you think it'll be in UFO circles until people start saying, like, it's probably already happened, that the Naga are aliens?
Probably,
I'm sure it's
like, I
already
mean,
happened.
like, I'm sure XCOM hasn't helped.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, they also, if they're associated with the underground, they also are associated with gems and treasure.
That's cool.
So if you are cool with a Naga, he can show you where all the buried treasure is.
Okay.
But yes, I protect your people. And also, valuable rubies and emeralds.
Well, considering how much, like, gems there are in India, I guess that makes sense, right? Like, there's many, many reasons the British were like, we like it here. We're going to stay.
Yeah.
You can only assume that, like, oh, these people have so many gems because protective snake spirits have shown them the way.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the British didn't think that, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, the British was all like, I'm sure someone dug something up really good.
Yeah. And like just before we zoom out of Hinduism because we got a lot to cover, sometimes Vishnu, who's like the chief-ish deity of Hinduism, they are often portrayed as what's called the Shishanaga, which is like the reclining Naga, which is like you'll see this in a lot of temples, you'll see this in a lot of art. It's like a 7+ headed Naga that's all coiled up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, here, let me give me a quick sec, editing Julio. Let me drop a picture.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna be like, let me just hit a.
Let me just send a
just
snake
paint
right
really
to your
quick.
room.
Watch out, he's sending snakes to your room.
Snake delivery incoming. But like, I feel like you guys have
Snake
seen this
bomb incoming.
around. It's a pretty beautiful piece of art.
We're dropping snakes.
Oh no, the file size is too big. How embarrassing.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Take a
How
screen
is it too
cap and
big?
post it.
It's too many heads. Too
Too
many
many
heads to
heads.
send.
There's a less ancient one, but you guys have probably seen that around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, all the different heads represent something, you know. Here's
Wow.
one where he's like in between.
That's really cool.
It's a statue of a 5-headed cobra.
Yeah.
That's really cool. They look like
That's
they have
it.
a good time talking to each other.
Yeah, well, it's all one and one is all, you know, just like the many arms. I'm not an
Yeah.
expert, but it represents.
They share the same consciousness.
Yeah.
No way.
All the heads, we'll get into it, but like the number of heads is also representative of like different powers and stuff like that. But yeah,
Okay.
Nagas, they're important, which is something that D&D doesn't do, and I don't want to immediately do the thing I said I don't want to do. But like, hey man,
What if?
if you need to upscale a Naga, maybe do a multi-headed Naga.
yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't it?
All right, I didn't know this, but
They're
apparently,
like Hydra-esque, I guess.
yeah, but good guys. They're
Yeah.
angelic Hydra.
It'd be cool
if
it has one as
they're
like an ally or
yeah.
something. That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah. Apparently in Buddhism, after Buddha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, a violent storm broke out. In response, King Mukalinda, who is the king of all Naga,
Uh-huh.
and is a seven-headed Naga, coiled all his heads with the big hoods around Buddha to protect him, so that he could, survive to bring enlightenment to other people. So they're like,
Wow.
I had no idea. Again, seems like they're pretty critical to Buddhism.
He's like vacuum noises.
Yeah. Let's see, what else we got here? There's a popular Buddhist story, apparently, about a Naga who's like, I want to achieve enlightenment, but you got to be a person to do it. So the monks were like, don't worry, here's what you got to do to get reincarnated as a human, so then you can do the right stuff. So then, as a monk, you can, escape the karmic cycle.
And he's like, oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I would love to escape the karmic cycle.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty bad here on Earth right now, I gotta say.
Let's just say
Not the
there's a lot of
best.
floating bad karma going on.
Yeah. Politely, let's just say that there is, it's not good here.
It's not that great. It's not that great. Could be better.
Yeah.
It's some bad energy.
Which we can't say because people are getting fired for
Yeah.
even mentioning it.
Literally. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
it's not
weird.
good here.
It's not
Let's
that
just say
great.
someone's harshing the vibe, and it's really, really,
Yeah,
really annoying.
it's really annoying.
To get back on track, in Tibetan Buddhism, Naga are called Klu, and their whole thing is like, don't you be polluting my ocean or river or lake.
Okay.
I'll
Ah,
go get you if you pollute my home.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like. It almost sounded like you were gonna quote the spring cleaning song from Rocco's Modern Life.
I drop a few bars.
Recycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
the
these Nagas are. Like.
CONSERVE conserve. Don't you POLLUTE
UTE.
pollute the river, sky, or sea,
sea.
or else you're gonna get what you deserve.
Jesus Christ.
Rocco's was super funny.
Rockus was good,
Rocco's
yeah.
is brilliant, yeah.
They had a whole spring cleaning episode that was just a musical,
Yeah.
and
It was a good one, yeah.
No, it was funny. It was really funny. It's the
I
Groom
wish
Recycler.
it would be cool if they had made the reboot or whatever, or for like more adult centric,
Oh, the
'Cause I feel like Rocko's Modern
reboot
Life
movie
is
episode.
almost for adults,
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. No, I mean, like, it definitely sat on that, like,
Yeah.
it sat on that middle ground between, like, oh, we're kind of Rugratsy, but we're kind of leaning into Klasky Kuspo's, like, other animated series, which
It
was
wasn't a
Duckman.
Classic Cuspo show, was it?
It was
No.
not, no, it wasn't. But I'm
No.
just saying, for example, it's all like, if you're going to look at the two extremes, like, you can be all, like, funny baby show, which is, like, Rugrats. Or
And
you can
Ren
look
and
at
Stimpy.
Klasky's other show, which is funny duck guy who says
Oh, yeah.
a lot of funny adult-oriented
Duckman.
jokes. Duckman.
Yeah, what Duckman feels like a fever dream.
Yeah,
really is.
voiced by Jason Alexander.
Yeah. At the height of his fame, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But no. Duckman's also pretty funny.
Yeah, Duckman's great.
But
man.
yeah, like Rocco's kind of sits right in the middle, where it's like it's still very like cutesy, cartoony, but like there is times where they jump over to the other side and they're just like, let's just drop a really funny like raunchy joke.
The Choky Chicken being an ongoing joke the network missed is the first one that comes to mind.
The Choky Chicken is very good,
Yeah.
but I mean like there's the other ones that they eventually caught on to, like the
nudist
motel
episode?
joke.
Yeah.
The which
nudist
episode?
The nudist episode.
Oh yeah,
remember,
the
where
nudist episode. Yeah,
a
where
bunch of naked people, naked animals.
yeah, a bunch of naked people show up at Rocco's house, and he's like, "Why is everyone naked in my house?"
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Rocco.
Thanks. Thank you. And I think it was Heifer's fault.
Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Heifer's
the
a bad
organizer
friend. I'm going to say it.
Yeah, Heifer's not the best.
Oh, but I love that show.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
didn't resonate with me like some of the other ones did, but I think especially the animation episode's like a work of art.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, where they meet Ralph Bighead.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah,
by the
those
way,
are
the reboot goes ahead and says trans rights, so that kind of whips for Ralph Bighead.
Yeah,
where Ralph realizes the message that Rocco left for him in the last time they met.
Yeah.
And then he uses that to kind of push forward into realizing his true self.
Yeah.
And then also making changes to his cartoon, which is the only thing that Rocco had
Cares
issues
about.
with.
Yeah.
He's just like, he was just worried that the show was just like, oh, maybe these changes might affect how I
Meta
view
commentary
the show.
on reboots.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, I'm the cheese, I'm the best character in the show, is something I quote whenever somebody is like, this is like glut
am
shitto.
the cheese.
I am
Baby Yoda, I'm the best character in the show. Okay, man. It certainly feels like someone thinks it's that way. Gotta cut away from the focus to see how this guy's doing eating frogs. Anyway.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I pivot back to Naga?
You don't.
Naga.
We'll just put up like a 30-minute episode of like mayonnaise on the screen.
All right, hard right turn. Not religious, but national myth. Apparently, Naga are critical to the story of Cambodia.
Oh,
Oh.
like the
With,
founding of Cambodia?
Yeah, it has like a mythical founding.
Oh wow.
Where some guy from India named oh boy, this is going to be hard. I don't speak any Khmer, and other than on the TikToks about the revolution, I haven't heard any Khmer spoken. But there's a guy by the name of Kondinya, and he's given instruction in a dream to take a magical bow from a temple and then go kill a Naga named Soma.
Okay.
But like turns out she is a princess and a cutie.
Oh wow.
And they fall in love. He can't kill
Okay.
her.
You
And they
can't
found
kill her.
the royal dynasty of Funan, which is allegedly all the Khmer people. So all Cambodians allegedly are part Naga. They're descended from Nagas, which is pretty dope, I gotta say. It's a pretty cool national myth.
That is pretty cool.
That's fun.
But was it like snake bottom and woman top, or was it full snake?
I have not looked at the artistic depictions of Naga in Cambodia, but I do have to point out that much like dragons in D&D and in Chinese mythology, they're big shapeshifters.
Okay. All right.
She can look however she wants.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Let's see what else I got here. So again, in Cambodia, not if your Naga has an odd amount of heads, apparently that embodies masculinity,
Okay.
infinity, timelessness. Whereas if you are an even-headed Naga, that is femininity, mortality, and temporality, which I think is sort of like more of a Japanese temporality, like the beautifulness of the cherry blossoms are only for a short time, kind of thing.
The fleeting.
Okay.
The fleeting.
Yeah, the fleeting
nature.
beauty
Yeah.
versus the eternal strength.
I see.
Yeah, neat little cultural thing.
Yeah.
And again, in Cambodian folklore, they beef with Garudas. They also beef with Garudas in Balinese folklore. In Indonesia.
just
Go,
saw,
like I
like-
mentioned at the top, go watch our Aarakocra episode where we talk about Garuda. And then, this government's pretty tough, so I hesitate here, but I think this is a funny beef in the real world.
Oh.
In Laos, the Laotian people are symbolized by the Naga in their culture.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Mekong River Delta there, which is a huge river that's got spooky fireballs that float above it. Maybe swamp gas, but it's a
Whoa.
phenomenon that happens all the time, and people say it's the Naga doing it.
Yeah.
I see.
And so the Laos are like, yeah, the Naga are us, we're the Naga. But also we beef with the Thai people all the time, who are also all around the Mekong River Delta, and they are definitely the Garuda. However, in Thailand,
Okay.
Thailand considers the Naga to be their national symbol, and they went ahead and officially designated themselves, the Naga, as their official symbol in 2022. And the Naga are associated with the royal family in Thailand. So they're like,
And
no,
imagine...
you're the Garuda.
Yeah.
Laotians, you are the Garuda, and we, the Thai, are the superior Naga.
Yeah.
Which
the Taiwanese showed up and they're like, we have legally made ourselves... We have depicted ourselves as the Naga and you as the soy Garuda.
I was thinking, I don't know, like, if they're both sacred, I guess, like, there's both sacred, and, like, the gods ride on the Garuda, so I don't know why everyone is like, okay, but the Naga are cooler. I do have to agree.
I mean, like, being a cool
sick.
snake person, come on.
Yeah.
They're both pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, they're both sick as fuck, but, like, they just view being a cool snake person, a snurson,
a cool divine snake god.
Way more impactful than being the chariot to the gods.
Yep. So in Thailand, and this is too many rabbit holes for me to chase all this down, but apparently there is a festival that they do yearly during the Royal Plow Festival, which is, again, like the royals come out and perform a plowing of the fields. Symbolically, is what it sounded like. I couldn't find any footage or a lot of reports on this beyond a not very well put together Wikipedia article and some stuff where the person's English was not their first language. But there's a ritual where involving the royal family where you have to divine how much rain you're going to get this year, and it's called the Naga granting water ritual.
Oh.
Because they control the rain. You got to see how tight the Naga are with the royal family.
We got big ups.
Yeah. And then here's the sort of stuff that's just cool, and maybe you can steal, you can be inspired by for a D&D game. But there is a kingdom in northern Thailand called the Singhanavati.
Singhanavati.
And they had a bunch of huge stone structures, and the rumor is, of course, that it is the Naga city, or that the city was built with the aid of Naga.
Okay.
Welcome to Naga City.
A man has fallen into the river at Naga City.
Rescue him with the Naga copter.
Ooh.
It's just a 5-headed snake spinning really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. And on the other side of Thailand, you have the Kamchanad forest. I want Thai food so bad now, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
Patsi-oo.
So this is a big haunted forest with a big crossroads in the middle that's like supposed to be the nexus between the human world and the netherworld. Mm-hmm. All sorts of hauntings and stuff like that. And allegedly it is home to or guarded by the Naga, who are like trying to keep too much bad spirits from crossing over.
You're like, whoa, bud.
Yeah.
You're not on the list.
That is my little Naga charcuterie board for you today.
Did you enjoy these cheeses and meats?
And nuts. Little chocolates sometimes.
Yeah.
Little chocolates, and maybe some like maybe a nice
other
like,
things
soft
that
cheese.
pair well with wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah. Maybe we got to eat lunch before recording these in the futures. I think that's the third episode in a row where we're like, well, it actually didn't help because didn't we end all our evening episodes with like going to Taco Bell?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's no difference. We will be like starving by the time we finish an episode.
Podcasting makes you hungry, huh?
Yeah, podcasting makes you hungry.
It's a lot of braining to do.
So D&D has done the Naga pretty dirty. They're just big,
like snake people, right?
Yeah, they're big. They're not even snake people. They're just big snake monsters who sometimes have human faces.
Mm-hmm.
You got the spirit Naga who comes back from the dead once a week. And the monster manual is like, yeah, they have a lot of secret magical knowledge, so evil creatures often go to learn evil spells and techniques from them, which, all the Naga we've seen have been cool, so that's not very with it.
Yeah.
They can cast lightning bolts, they can spray blinding poison and stuff like that. And then you have
lightning bolt? Woo.
Yeah, you've got the Bone Naga who are undead. Which is weird because Naga are not, they're immortal. But apparently you can kill them.
I mean, they come back to life every week, so.
Yeah.
Is being a Bone Naga like an in-between where they're just all like, this is my side job?
Yeah, the Monster Manual frames it kind of like this is a perversion of reality, like all undeath, and that's part of why it's so bad.
Mm. Okay.
That's why they're bad.
That makes sense.
Yeah. They've got
But they
mind
can't
control
resurrect,
powers for
right?
some reason. They're very strange.
You can't resurrect. Okay.
Yeah, only the Guardian, which is the good guy, and the Spirit, which is the bad guy, can resurrect.
Oh,
Looking
okay.
here, the Guardian's got poisonous blinding spittle, some weaker spells, overall weaker, just there's not much here, you know what I mean? Like, they're an interesting monster, but they're clearly pretty far away from their mythological inspiration.
Right.
Mhm.
The real world version of them seems more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also have secret knowledge, so the monster manuals, like, go seek them out in their temples to learn, like, a spell that will save the world, or the weaknesses of a very tough monster.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, like, a quest giver. Again, the Guardian Naga is the good guy. Spirit Naga is
Right.
the bad guy.
I see.
That's kind of it. I think, not to be boring, but I think that's how I would use them.
Yeah.
Just put them in that position.
Yeah.
I think it's the most respectful thing to do. It's like, yeah, they're in a temple. You can do some lightly problematic hunting through the jungle in the ruined temples, and then when you get there, the Naga's like, solve my riddle, and I will give you the knowledge you seek to beat the big bad.
Or one of your
Just-
players does something to offend them and they have to fight them.
Yeah, fight their way out. Classic superhero stuff. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you've proven yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I can impart knowledge, I guess.
Yeah, you've done the hard work. Okay, let's shift gears from being respectful to being goofy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's be goofy.
Let's talk about oozes.
Ooze.
Oozes, the classic slime monsters.
Yes, and also the thing that mutated the turtles.
Technically an ooze?
Yeah, gelatinous cube is an ooze, and I'm glad you mentioned that. I think it's the most famous ooze in D&D.
Yeah.
He's so popular.
They licensed him. Like, Disney licensed them from Wizards so
That's
they could
crazy.
appear in the Onwards, the lightly inspired D&D movie.
That's crazy.
And they were also in the D&D movie, too. Like, people
Yeah.
love this guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the
I forgot they
labyrinth
were in
scene.
Onward. Oh, man.
Yeah, Onward has disappeared from my mind until I was doing research for this.
It's a little forgettable.
I liked it, but it is pretty forgettable.
Right,
Yeah.
it's the one where like the two dudes go look for their dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're like,
It was
but it's like it's posed as like a coming of age '70s like road trip movie.
Yeah.
And also, it had Disney's fifth first gay kiss.
Wow.
Fifth first gate.
Disney was doing that for a long time, where they're like, "This is our first gay couple," and they're on screen in the background for 1 second, so you can cut that frame so that you don't piss
Disney's
off.
all like, look, we're inclusive. And
Yeah,
then they point in the back where it's all like, do you see these two characters?
live slug reaction, famously.
It's
Just
like,
a weird
when they
Kuleshov
were-
effect.
Yeah.
It's like when they were trying to like desperately market elementals, and they were just like,
Oh my god.
look at this little mud guy, isn't he the greatest? And it was like 12 posts about this like mud character that shows up in the background. Like,
Yeah, I
twice or
remember
some
that,
shit.
because it was like Claude fan. It was like, they were
There you go.
ads, but Claude
what it
fan
is.
cams, and everyone was like,
Who's making these?
I feel so bad too, because like you talk to the creator of that thing, and he's like, "Yeah, so this was originally a story about how I'm like South Korean and my wife is white, and us having very different cultures, but finding harmony and like enriching each other's lives." And Disney was like, "What if we made it a story about dirt?"
Yeah. It's
What
like,
if it
it's
was
like,
like-
well, no, it's like, what if we distract from your story and then
What
we
if we
just
talk from
focus
this
on this
very
little guy?
beautiful human story about how we can like
We can
learn and
find
grow from each
comfort in
other, and
yeah.
how you can put Korean food on pizza and it fucking slaps. To instead talk
Dude,
about
yeah.
all these magical creatures, just a really obscure, although like actual anyway.
Yeah.
Instead, we'll just focus on this little guy, in which we're trying super hard to make.
Is there
him,
anything
like,
more
popular.
embarrassing too than like a company like I understand like I don't know what ad company was in charge of doing that ad campaign, but for them to focus on a minor gag character who's not really even in the film that much, like
Yeah.
Uh,
fake corporate memeing.
Yeah.
fake corporate memeing is so weird.
so cringe.
It was very cringe.
I don't like the word cringe, but it really is cringe. It really makes my spine want to shoot out the back of my neck. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
And
like,
just-
I understand understand not liking the word cringe. I didn't
I
like
think it's
it being
overused.
used. Yeah, I
It's
didn't like how it
overused?
was being used
Cringe?
at the time.
It
Yeah.
can be, I guess.
I mean, some people still do it, but now they've moved on to slop, which is like
I don't know
again
how.
the same.
I feel like it's a pretty good way of describing something. That's
Yeah, people were just
mean,
using
like-
it to describe any bit of sincerity
Yeah.
or empathy there for a second, and I was like,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
During the time when it was being like overused, like cringe was being used to like respond to any time anybody was showing like a level of empathy or like
sincerity or interest or excitement.
yeah,
That's weird. I
or like
wouldn't
being
use
excited
it like
about
that.
or like passion, right?
Yeah.
And then like now it like then it shifted to like being used against like whenever someone's just trying too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much like Based, it was generated in like African American culture, and then it got absorbed into meme culture, went into wider
Yeah.
culture, and then has been retaken.
Yeah.
And and then now people are overusing the word slop as like a suffix to describe like anything that's overdone within like a genre or
Yeah, I mean, I think AI slop is accurate, but people have just taken the slop term and can run wild with it. And it's like not everything is slop.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just super annoying to me because it's
Yeah.
like I've literally okay, so this is a huge tangent as per usual on our show, but
Yeah, hey man, that's what podcasts are for.
but I was reading comments on stuff, and you know how there's like a lot of multiplayer focused games where it's like, oh, like go with your friends and do fun stuff, right? So like a lot of people online have like termed it as friend slop
What?
because yeah. So like any kind of co-op game where you like spend time together and then have fun, like it's ID'd as like friend slop. I'm like, come on guys, like it's not like that. And then another game came out or is like coming out, and then someone's like, look at this friend slop. And then another person comes in, it's like, well, I wouldn't categorize it as friend slop because it has like an actual ending to like the gameplay. So I'd call it like a subgenre of friend slop.
Ugh.
And I'm like, you guys are literally just making shit up like as you're talking.
Yeah. You were stringing together
Oh, yeah.
words you barely understand, too.
No, I remember now. He was like, it's not friend slop. We can categorize it as a friend like. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about at this point?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Are they not the same fucking category?
I don't know, man.
I swear, some people are like a lot of people who are just all up in like the weird, like esoteric terms are just trying my patience, fucking with the English language.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the nice thing about language is it changes and evolves, but also, like, man, it is... words
Sometimes.
truly do not mean things sometimes.
That's true.
So true.
Words truly do, like, especially in the internet age, which is really like a hyperbolic time chamber for it's like, this word has now been washed of all context by being misunderstood and overused.
Yeah.
Behold.
But now it has new context that is
Yes.
usually less helpful than the old context, but more prevalent. Anyway, I'm not a linguist.
Anyway.
Language is fascinating.
Moving on.
Goo.
Goo.
Yeah.
Ooze.
Goo and slime. Goo and slime.
Ooze monsters.
So we mentioned the gelatinous cube. Everyone loves it.
Are they always corrosive?
I mean, you could change it, but yeah, the idea is like that's why they have all the treasure and skeletons floating in them. Is they eat all the
Yeah.
organic matter, so it's just like, and they're nearly invisible until they do. So like either you have you walk face first into a bubbling acid monster that you can't see because it's nearly invisible, or there's just a skeleton with a bunch of jewelry floating in a cube slowly coming at you.
Yeah. And you're like, whoa, it's a skeleton, until you realize, whoa, it's a cube.
Yeah, it's a real monster born out of playing on the grid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can see that
'Cause
people
it's a
use
square.
grid paper. Yeah, it's a grid paper monster. Like it's so. There's something about it that's so gamey in a cute way.
Yeah.
They're like, you run into a gelatinous cube that is the exact size of the square that you
Yeah,
run
it happens to
into.
be a 5 by 5 by 5 cube. That
5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot. It will be especially painful for you people who are over 5 feet because your head will be sticking out and then your body will disintegrate.
It sounds horrible. It truly sounds horrible. Let's see. Then we got the black pudding, which has always been a funny name to me.
It sounds pudding like a little delicious.
It's a British
if not
dish.
like an English food, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that is a blood-based British dish.
Yeah.
But
like
these are
pudding.
the oozes that are immune to... Most oozes are immune to buttloader's damage. But this one, famously, it destroys your gear with acid, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try to hit it with slashing damage, it splits into two.
Uh-oh.
It's a real panic situation for your players.
Yeah. How do you
it's a
beat
real
them?
Oopsie.
You can't just set them on fire, right?
I think you can. I think it's just spell damage and bludgeoning damage. I can double check though.
You just gotta hit it with a magic missile a few times.
Magic missile is usually it solves most things. Very few things
Yeah.
are weak to force
3d6
damage.
3d6 force damage, dog.
Or resistant to force damage, I should say.
Hmm.
It is 3d6, right? Plus 1 for every level.
Yeah.
Or like every 2 levels or something.
I thought it was a D4, but I have not played a
Was
wizard
it
in
a
a long
D4?
time.
Shoot. I could just check it.
Yeah, just Google it. We don't need to be immune
We
to
don't have to rely
acid,
on our
cold,
fucking
lightning,
brain.
slashing. So yeah, you can just pound this ooze with your fists until it dies.
Wow. Just plop, 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 plop.
A funny image of you just stamping on this thing.
just stomp it out, man.
Then there's the baby ooze, the gray ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Also, eats your weapons if they aren't magical, just like really cementing the the fact that oozes are annoying as fuck to fight. And they camouflage with rocks. And famously, they hide on the ceiling and then drop down on people when they walk through doors. That's like their gamey use. Is their what we've called a trap monster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's so many oozes. Every book comes out with more oozes, but I'm going to end on the most interesting ooze, which is the Elder Oblex.
Oh.
This is the highest rating ooze in the book.
Oh yeah, it is a D4.
Okay. This thing eats people, swallows their memories, and then sends out goo-cloned copies of them to trick their friends.
Wow.
That's a great adventure right there, is a town that's just been taken over by goo copies.
Yeah. Like
It also
Oblex.
has an intelligence of 20
Wow.
and innate spellcasting. Like, it's a beast. It's a very interesting late-game monster.
That's cool.
22 intelligence.
Yeah, it's smarter than your wizard.
That's crazy.
He's just like, bro, I outsmarted this
Yeah.
village. And then the cube is just like, well, they weren't that smart to begin with, so it was really easy. But, like, man, you could not imagine how easy it was eating these people and then replacing them with my goo copies.
Yeah. It eats memories. It can make 2d6 plus 1 copies. This is a boss fight. This is a very interesting creature.
2d6 plus 1 copies?
Yeah. It also knows hold monster and dominate person and telekinesis, so it's like, it can do all sorts of mind control on you. Like, it is...
So it could
That's
make
cool.
maximum 13 copies of something.
Yeah. Now, it's going to be tethered by a strand of slime, but still, like, it's a cool monster. And, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the art, but it's like...
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's
like
got
a
the
massive-
faces of all the people it's eaten trapped inside of it. Like, it is a very cool monster.
Yeah.
Dope, yeah.
He's a scary little dude.
Yeah, it's pretty big, too, actually. He looks
Yeah.
he's like a giant slime monster.
Let me pull the tab back up. But yeah, it is a huge-sized ooze. So pretty big. All right.
Wow.
That's what I got for oozes. Do you guys want to hear some ooey gooey spook stories?
Sure.
All right. So let's start with one from my neighborhood. So we are in Oakville, Washington. It's August 7th of
Ooh.
1994. And a big rainstorm has hit the town, and people are finding that it is raining, in addition to water, some sort of gross, gooey substance that looks like hail. Officer David Lacey was on patrol with a civilian friend, which tells you what kind of town this is. Hey, I'm bored. Can I ride with you? Sure. At 3 a.m., when the downpour began, he said the substance was very mushy, almost like Jell-O.
Ew.
You could squish it through your fingers. And so, like, lots of people reported this weird stuff, and within hours, people got very, very sick.
Oh.
Gross.
Cats and dogs died.
Damn.
A lot of
Not
people
good.
ended up, with very intense flu symptoms, vomiting, sweating uncontrollably, diarrhea, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was covering the town, and it was the 90s, so people did catch samples.
Wow.
And
But
what did
when
they
reviewed
find?
by microbiologist Mike McDowell of the Washington State Department of Health, he said that the goo contained human white blood cells,
Whoa.
Okay.
which is weird.
Gross.
That's pretty
Yeah.
strange, yeah.
But that wasn't the end of it. Apparently, over a 3-week period, the blobs rained down on Oakville 6 times. And only Oakville, for some reason. None of the neighboring towns caught this.
No one suffers the fall of white blood cell goo.
God hates this one town of 260 people in Washington.
Yeah, why don't we just drop a ton of gross blood goo?
It's weird. So it had human DNA in it?
It had human white blood cells in it, according to this one guy at the my state Department of Health.
Weird.
Some people took private samples to a different lab.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Davis of Amfest Laboratories said, to Amtest Laboratories found similar results. According to Mike Osweiler, also of the Washington State Department, he said they found a number of cells of various sizes and 2 types of bacteria in the blobs, but they were unable to identify them. They did note
cells of varying sizes.
Yeah. They also
Okay.
noted that the foreign cells did not have nuclei, which I am not a microbiologist, but most cells do, so that's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
So this sort of runs counter to that earlier claim that they were human white blood cells, because human white blood cells have nuclei. And here we are, 31 years later, and we still don't know what the fuck this was. But it was real, it happened, and people got sick, and some people lost bets.
That's weird.
And
I wonder if it was
people
like some
lost
kind of
what?
like
Bets? Is that what you
Pets.
say?
I mean,
Pets.
pets. Cats and dogs died.
cats and dogs, yeah.
No,
That's
yeah.
weird. I wonder if it was like some kind of
I was like, who gambled on this?
Yeah.
I bet it was some kind of like some pollution that maybe something was going on.
My thought, and this wouldn't explain why it kept happening unless airlines kept doing it, but like maybe it's like an airport dumping stuff. Like a plane's got to dump the poop, and they're like middle of the forest, but it's actually hitting this tiny town.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's
But like
poop.
consistently?
Yeah, but it's like colored blue, which doesn't match, but maybe... I don't know. There's no good explanation for this. Like, most of these, like, Fortean magical from the sky objects, we still don't know what it is.
Do we have pictures of the goo?
I can try to find them. The pictures are not very exciting.
I see. Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there was a string of tornadoes that touched down and like unfortunately mulched some kind of like various creatures and then threw them
Yeah.
Oh, I
into
see.
this one city. That
It
seems
looks
highly unlikely.
it looks like
You could just say it.
Vaseline almost.
Here's another
But how much
picture.
more,
This
like-
one's got stuff in it. It's got, like, the plants
oh yeah,
that
I've
scooped
I've
out.
seen this before. I've seen that picture before,
Yeah.
and nobody knows what the fuck it was.
So people were just kind of squishing it in their hands and then Like, if I saw something like that fall from the sky, I wouldn't be touching it with my hands.
Well, it's funny because, like, the police officers, like, you know, alarm bells rang, but...
Mm-hmm. But nobody really...
I mean, like, again, on my end, I'd be like, I'm not gonna touch that, man.
Well, it's funny because, like, the officer's like, I got some alarm bells in my head, went off immediately, but he's also like, you could squish it through your fingers like Jell-O.
It was a lot of fun. You know, we were really cautious about it because it was very mysterious. He does mention that he
put on gloves, but still,
that guy's not wearing gloves.
Yeah.
The guy who squished it through his fingers, he totally did it gloveless. He was all like, this is a good time.
I didn't think about it, but it is very possible that he was, after the fact, like, yeah, I definitely wore gloves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And he was like, patient zero of, like, the goo sickness.
Yeah.
The sickness from the ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Cool story.
Twilight Zone that right now. Just be all like, imagine a time. Imagine a city hit with goo.
I mean, there is an Unsolved Mysteries on this, so.
Oh, there is?
You're not too far off.
Oh. Now I'm just thinking of the other host of the show, Unsolved Mysteries.
Robert Stack. Hello, it's me, Robert Stack.
Yeah, there you go. Robert Stack.
Are you, hey, you're 9 and it's past your bedtime. Are you ready to be fucking scared by a ghost and a murderer? By the way, we've never solved this.
My name is Robert Stack. Are you ready for our opening theme song? It's very scary. Lots of images. We flashed the Illuminati very quickly in this one.
Yes.
He's like 1978. Goo falls from the sky, makes tons of people sick.
1994.
Nobody is found.
Did we make this
Several
up?
pets die.
Or did
we
this
just don't know
happen?
what it is. No, now you're thinking of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
Oh, I'm getting that mixed up.
We made it up. It's a lie.
starring Riker.
Oh yeah, Riker.
Did we reference that just a few episodes ago?
Probably.
Yeah, we've referenced.
He's
Beyond
very
Belief.
referenceable.
Fact or
and
fiction.
it's very fun to just be like, did we make up this story?
You
Did goo actually fall from the sky?
Well, I have for you here another story of goo fighting police officers.
I gotta send you guys that video.
Oh, sweet, awesome.
I gotta send you guys that video where
put
it's
it in the
just
show
all
notes.
like, where it's Beyond Belief, but it's just him sounding like he's drunk and asking you a bunch of questions.
One of my dear friends lightened social situations up with similar questions, so it feels very normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anyway, sorry. This next story?
Yeah, it's September 27th, 1950. We're in Philadelphia.
1950.
Where officers Joe Keenan and John Collins are driving around, and they get a lot of UFO reports on that evening.
Sick.
Okay.
Classic. We love seeing UFO reports.
They were cops, so they didn't do shit, though.
Right.
But as they turn down the desolate street called Vare Avenue, right on the corner of 26th Street, I say as if I had any idea what Philadelphia streets those were, they noticed a large glittering mass drifting slowly toward them on an open field.
Huh.
They got out of the car and raced towards the unidentified object. They noticed that it seemed to glitter under their headlights and pulse, and that it was purple. It's a big, quivering, domed mound of some kind of jelly-like substance.
Jelly.
Approximately 6 feet in diameter.
Wow.
Just a big, rolling mass of goo.
Wow.
Huh.
Big rolling mass.
Can we explain it?
What
Probably
color was
not.
it?
Purple. Big purple goo guy.
It was a purple goo.
That's not related. You don't have to listen.
We'll look at that for the show notes later.
Yeah.
There's one report, not from the officers, that the entity oozed up a telephone pole. But that's not what these guys said happened. They were like, this is fucking crazy. They're not going to make fun of us. Hello, I need more police officers to look at the purple goo.
Yeah.
We gotta send more boys down here. We got purple goo to look at.
So indeed, they sent Patrolman James Cooper and Sergeant Joe Cook to go also look at the goo.
They're like, all right, guys, enough joking around. What do you mean by purple? Whoa!
Yeah. So Collins was like, this is crazy, and for some reason, he decided to touch the goo.
Of course.
Ungloved, which was then later noted as gloved.
Yes, certainly. No word on whether or not he was gloved, but he said that as he stuck his hand into the thing, it seemed to dissolve to his touch, with stringy little pieces of glob remaining attached to his hands and fingers, eventually evaporating into an odorless scum-like residue.
Ew.
This is the 1950s?
Yeah, this is 1950, straight up.
Jeez.
So apparently, no idea how long it took, but the rest of the thing started just dissolving in front of their eyes, and they just watched it go.
Watched it dissolve.
Yep.
They're just like, we gotta make sure it doesn't do anything funny.
In less than 30 minutes, the entire thing was gone.
Wow. Okay.
But it was purple, and it was here for a while.
It was purple, it was iridescent, it maybe tried to climb up a telephone pole, and it was running through a field until they got out of the car and was like, what the fuck is this? And then it stopped.
Yeah. It stopped, and it was all like, you will never take me alive.
Wow.
I'm gonna phase out of reality. It's just gonna take a half hour. 1 sec.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? Their fault for not interrogating harder.
Yeah.
We have maybe an Ooblex-esque UFO jelly monster attack.
Oh.
No.
We are in...
That's his mistake. He touched it. Now sometime in the future, a version of him with a little string coming out of his foot.
Turns out all
show
police
up.
officers in the United States descend from this one slime monster.
They're actually Ooblex.
So we are still in the 50s. This time, 1958, December, we are in Sweden.
Oh no.
Okay.
Happy Leif
That
Erikson
one's
Day.
Yeah.
Happy Leif Erikson Day.
I don't think he was Swedish, actually. So we have 25-year-old Hans Gustafsson and 30-year-old Stig Rydberg, which is a pretty fucking tight name, I gotta say.
Yeah. Those are some
Steve
pretty great
Rydberg?
names. No,
Stig Rydberg.
Stig
Rydberg.
Rydberg.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it right the first time.
They were driving from Höganäs to the town of Heisenberg, where they were going to go stay with Gustafsson's mother.
Okay.
At approximately 3 a.m. Why are these all happening at 3 a.m.?
The witching hour.
The witching hour.
Yeah, I guess so. The duo decided to pull over on an isolated spot on Route 45. Again, I say as if I understood Swedish geography at all. In order to stretch their legs and quote-unquote relieve themselves. They were taking a big piss. We all know this.
Yep.
Yeah.
The stretching of legs happened at the same time.
Yeah, sure. So I assume while pissing into the snow.
No, exactly.
The pair
you
noticed
tiptoe and you stretch your back.
they noticed a
try to spell your
weird glowing coming from the trees approximately 150 feet away. And if we've learned anything on the show, you don't go into the woods. Especially if there's a weird glowing thing.
Yeah.
But guess what they did?
Oh, yeah, guess, Ryan. Take a guess.
They walked into the woods.
Now, they walked into the woods, and comically, they stopped on the way in. There was a sign that said no camping, which will become important.
God dang it.
Now, they walked into this little copse of woods, and they were astonished to see a huge radiant disc. Well, a big radiant disc. It wasn't huge. It was only 3 feet high and 15 feet wide.
Okay.
But there's a little UFO right there. A little glowing UFO.
Yeah.
And
Quite
just
literally literal.
Yeah.
Little.
And just as they're like, wow, a little UFO, from seemingly everywhere, I guess, behind all the trees and stuff like that, they were suddenly surrounded by a huge group of blobby, undulating objects.
Okay.
Roughly 3 feet... Let me see if I can pull up the artist thing, but they were roughly 3 feet in diameter, They were described as being like a protozoa, just a bit darker than most, and sort of a bluish color. And better yet, they were all jumping and hopping around.
Ooh! They're having a jamboree.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Are they glowing? Or what
They're not
like?
glowing, but the ship is glowing.
The ship is glowing.
Just know that they were jumping and hopping around.
I see.
Yep. I can't... Picture will not load for some reason. It's not very exciting. It just looks like plankton.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is not a very exciting looking goo monster, but it's a upright jumping goo monster.
Okay.
A jumping, hootin', hollering monster.
Before the hooting or hollering could begin, the goo bag started to engulf the men's arms and legs with their gelatinous bodies.
Oh, shit.
Ryberg said that it felt like being trapped in magnetic dough.
What? Okay.
Wow.
What a weird description, because I'm not sure I've ever experienced something that could be magnetic.
I picture
and
the
doughy.
ferromagnetic goo when he says magnetic dough. It being the 1950s, maybe he just didn't fucking know, you know?
Maybe.
He just didn't have, like, the proper term.
It's 1958, man.
Yeah, 1958. We're a long way off from
like,
Ferris goos.
You know what? Now that, like, I've never heard of something being described as that, but that is pretty good descriptors for, like, how a feeling could feel.
Yeah.
You know? It's attached, and then you think of dough, and it's like, yeah, it could be pretty heavy and sticky.
Mm-hmm.
True. I mean, it depends on the type of dough, as we've learned from Great British Bake Off. How watery is it? How much flour?
Yeah.
How stodgy is its bottom?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if, like, the other cops were just like, okay, you say dough, but, like, is it, like, croissant dough? Or are we talking, like...
There's, like, a baker on there. All right, yeah. I found the witness image. Prepare to be underwhelmed.
Okay.
I'm whelmed.
I'm pretty... Wow, okay.
That could be anything.
Looks like an almond and a pickle.
It does look like an almond.
Here's a slightly more exciting image from a magazine.
It's an almond and a wig.
Not the witness's drawings. It's like a Marge Simpson wig and an almond.
Yeah, I see. Oh, they look like little poops.
Yeah, they look like little poops in this one.
They look like poops
that's
with
funny.
arms and legs.
From Jean Duplantier.
I also like how the men are depicted in this, in which they are wearing business casual.
Yeah.
Suits.
They are hunky as well. Okay.
Everyone wore suits back then.
It was 1958.
They have very sharp jaws. They're very squared away.
Yeah.
These men were depicted as strong and being doughed down by like living croissants.
Yeah. The living croissants allegedly smelled terrible.
Oh, okay, so they were living, like Julio said, they're like little doo-doo people.
They smelled like ether and burnt sausage, which seems like a mean Swedish joke.
Yeah.
So the blob creatures teamed up with a quote-unquote suction-like force and started dragging the guys towards the UFO.
Uh-huh.
While others around the area just continued to jiggle in a macabre dance.
A macabre
dance. Like,
dance.
Yes. They're like, engulf them.
Commence the jiggling.
Commence the jiggling,
y'all. So the men fought back really hard, but the blobs apparently were really good at this. Mm-hmm. Ryberg attempted to punch through one of those things, but it just like sunk into his arm sunk into it up to his elbow.
Oh no! That's the worst thing to happen.
And he mentions this weird thing where he's like, it seemed as if the creatures could read my mind. They parried every move before I met it. Their strength was not so great as the technique with which they wielded it. Which, like, what is their technique? To just jump into your punches so they get stuck? You're trying to punch them, my man.
That's weird, yeah.
Well, yeah, they no. They met one particular goo guy with a little buckler shield, and he was parrying their hits.
His description is like, so I tried to punch my way out of them, but I got stuck. It's almost like they were intentionally blocking me. Like
they were parrying me at every moment.
I'm sure they were, bud. You were punching them. Either you were punching them, and they're like, this is what we want, or... Anyway. Weird description.
No, they were hitting him with like the Shaolin monk. Like
it is hard not to picture a little, especially with that second image where they got little cartoon arms and legs, where he's not just dropping down to horse pose, ready to.
Yeah, they were just approaching him very like menacingly, hands behind their back, and every time he threw a punch, they would like shift to the side and like push the hand away.
Yeah.
So what I think is the funniest part of the story, Rydberg does manage to break free, and he just fucking leaves Gustafsson. He does not look back.
No.
He just runs from the car.
Wow.
Gustafsson!
You guys wouldn't leave me if we were getting goo attacked at Sweden in 3 a.m.?
Never.
I wouldn't. No, I'd grab your arm and be like, "We gotta go."
I would go back for you too. I would not leave you to the goo guys.
I would never leave you for the goo guys.
Especially because it's going to look like I murdered you.
Yeah,
right? No one will believe us.
If we're going to go stay at your mom's house and I arrive without you, there's going to be questions.
Yeah, there's going to be some questions. One that you are hesitant to answer because you know it sounds crazy.
Yeah, so Gustafsson is fighting against getting got. Apparently, he manages to fight his way to the no camping sign and holds onto it. So they're like dragging his feet while he's just like cartoonishly wrapped around the sign.
Wow. It's a Chekhov sign.
Yeah. So Rydberg is sprinting towards the car with 2 of the blobs chasing after him.
Whoa.
He got in the car and he laid down the horn, and all of a sudden, I guess like Venom, all the little goo guys are like, "Oh no!" And they all run back to the UFO.
They're like, oh.
Now, this would just be sort of a goofball thing, but like they got to their final destination. They had like panic attacks, and according to they had physical injuries from the fights, including like red eyes and like bruises and lacerations that were verified by doctors. And they also, according to a psychologist, granted it's a 1958 psychologist, but they had PTSD.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So there's some evidence that they fought some slimes.
Some kind of trauma, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time they see a loaf of bread, they're like, no! No!
Not croissant, no! But yeah, that's Slime Monsters, that's Naga. Weird pairing, but that's how it broke down alphabetically.
Yeah.
It's just like every time I'm looking at the picture still, and it's like the way that they're drawn, there's like they didn't do any like translucency unless they were like completely opaque, but it's just they just look like either gigantic turds or like loaves of bread.
Yeah, I would love to see other art from
think
these guys, because it really looks like you gave me 5 minutes to fill in a bubble on the test, and I just didn't. I just ran out of time, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, you didn't give me a chance. I didn't draw the backing of like the other guy's arm to make it show that they're goo.
It borderline looks like a Bruce Timm drawing.
Oh, in the bottom one? Yeah.
The bottom one. It's Jean Duplantier.
Good. I'm going to Google that guy real quick to see if we get anything.
I mean, like, he looks like he draws Superman comics.
Yeah, a little bit. Back from the 1950s.
He has written several... He's illustrated several UFO books, including Men in Black, The Secret Terror Among Us by Gray Barker, UFO Warning, Attacked by the Men in Black by Jon Stewart, The Night Mutilators,
Whoa.
written and drawn by him, The Horrifying Story of Cattle Mutilations and the UFO Connection.
I see.
Ah,
Okay, so this is... I've never heard of this guy before, but he's
doing stuff.
He's drawn for a lot of important
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, he's drawn... It's for Saucer News, volumes 15 through 17.
Yeah.
I just love that. I just love the look of these guys getting attacked by these creatures.
Yeah.
It's all like, out of my way, I have to buy stocks. The bell's about to ring.
I don't know enough to know about...
And NASDAQ is hitting highs.
It's 19... I don't know enough about Sweden to be like, what's going on in 1958 that I could reference.
Yeah.
No, yeah, me neither.
Oh, man. But I guess thank you, John.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, as usual.
Man.
Apparently
I think this will be the second to last episode of this this year. So we're gonna take a break in October. And what's the month
I'm
that
back
comes after October, December, October, November, December? So we're gonna take a 3-month break. We'll have one episode come out, and then we're gonna take a 3-month break. We're gonna have a Halloween episode. We're gonna have a Christmas episode, and then we're just gonna take a break until January. We'll be back, I'd say mid-January. And yeah, that's the plan anyway. And
all right, that just gives me time to work on Haunted Dolls.
Yeah,
which is coming.
Yeah. But thank you so much, guys. This is fun. Well, thank you, Cheesy Sandwich, for making our music. Donate if you can. If you shout us out, tell your friends about us. If you rate us highly, leave us a review. We'll shout you out. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye
Bye.
bye, y'all.